Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. Oh wait, you know what I just realized I just did? I'm acting like we're gonna do the 55% video or something. Like, look, like I've already got him. Dude, I'm adorable. No. Unfortunately not. We're not ready to do the 55% video because what we actually have to do is I have to grind Baby's Dokkan event first. So, okie dokie, chat. Let's go ahead and look at that. So, yeah, we have to go ahead and grind Baby's Dokkan event. Let me just give my quick thoughts on the banner, which is what I usually do at the starts of these videos. I mean, we have solid characters. We have Baby is very good. Probably the best TUR, probably. I'm gonna, like, really spend some time ironing out TUR tier list. So, I mean, maybe this week I might do some, like, you know, specific, like, TUR characters versus events videos. To kind of get a look at some of these TURs. I haven't worked on a TUR tier list in quite a while, because we haven't had, like, a new summonable TUR in a while, which is normal for this time of year, by the way. Like, that gap between, like, June to, you know, like, where there's very few TURs, that's a normal thing, that'll happen every year. Then we have Baby Trunks. I think he's probably not going to be that good, unfortunately, because they're asking you to run him in slot 1 for a lot of his stuff, and that's just, like, that's a disaster. Cell, unfortunately, I mean, he's a character that came out and got instantly power crept. I mean, Cell feels like the Resurrection F Blues. I would say Raditz too, but Cell is not, like, one of the worst characters ever like Raditz, but that's why I used the ROF Blues as a comparison. He just came out and, like, the meta was, like, way too strong for it. Like, well, I mean, for the Blues, they came out and they weren't good enough right away. But I guess for Cell, he came out and then they power crept the game instantly. Buhan is, like, okay, but remember, a lot of these characters are, like, domains. I think that they do domains specifically to power creep characters, by the way, because it's like, if you've got a domain or a standby, you are waiting to get power creeped at every second, right? Always. Slug, solid, but domain, right? Vegeta's pretty good for Festival. He's great for the Festival mission, if that's something you're struggling for. You know, you could, if you don't like Festival, just wait. I emphasize to people, just wait. Characters will come out that will destroy Festival. Like, if it seems daunting to you, don't even do it. Like, just wait. Just wait to do it. Rose, who I'm not a fan of. Also another damn domain, by the way. And Android 21, who's nothing. Super 17, who's nothing. And then we have Super Easy, a perfect Cell right here. Who, I mean, I think he probably would be solid, but I don't, like, there's not really spots to run him at this point. So, alright, there is the banner. By the way, in terms of, like, oh, okay, is there something, like, huge coming out anytime soon? Not really. I mean, we're just gonna get Dokkan Fest TURs and, like, Yellow Coin LRs. I don't know what the middle of November looks like. I'm gonna assume the hero spot is going to become, just a Yellow Coin LR. That's my assumption, but I don't know, right? And there's a chance they could do something special in the hero spot. So I would just, like, if you're someone who, like, really like heroes, like, maybe you don't want to spend too much because we don't know what that's going to look like. But, like, for just, like, a normal player who's like, I don't care, just tell me when the next good unit is, like you know, like a Carnival LR, Dokkan Fest LR would be the middle of December. Right? So we're firmly now in, you know, kind of like the quiet season. So Baby, finally. Whoops. Wait, why didn't it? That was weird. Is it not... Wait, is it not loading? Huh? Excuse you. Hold on. Huh, yeah, chat, there's no... They don't have, like, the pictures and the usual info and stuff. Weird. I even tried to look at it on Dokkan Info as well. And it took us to this, so that's odd. Okay. I mean, not the biggest deal ever. But yeah, Baby's got his Dokkan event. By the way, remember, we do have these missions here. 3 Crota Body in Mind. You know, character of every typing, you know, support items, finish within 5 turns. So, pretty easy stuff. But, yeah, okay, that kind of, like, threw me off, because I always make sure to look at the... Okay, whatever. I mean, not a big deal. Like, the info, right? Like, of the event. But, alright, Baby finally gets his Dokkan event, which I think is, really good. You know, it was very much a huge thing that was needed for Baby to get his Dokkan event, so I'm really happy with that. Let me just quick make a team here. Alright, guys, we'll just go ahead and jump in like this. You know, using the character of every type, we got our Crota Body in mind. Make sure to get these missions done. And then I'll just go ahead and grind out, you know, everything that we got to do. Yeah, but pretty excited that Baby finally got his Dokkan event, because it's like, I mean, you know, you could pull up at like a dozen videos. Well, no, probably way more than that. You could probably pull up like 50 videos where I mention Baby getting a Dokkan Fest. At least 50 videos. Like, that would probably be on the low end, too. Might be over 100 videos where I've talked about Baby getting a Dokkan Fest. And finally, he got it. I mean, I'm pretty happy with that. So now, like, there are still some, you know, that we would have to kind of, like, you know, grind up. You know, so, like, maybe we could see the Baby Dokkan Fest. You know, we got the Demon King Piccolo Dokkan Fest we still need. I think there's some characters that could get, you know, like Bulma could get a Dokkan Fest. You know, I think some of the major ones now does feel like Kaioken Goku from the Saiyan Saga, and Great Ape Vegeta from the Saiyan Saga. Those feel like major Dokkan Fest exclusives we should have. I think they probably could do Goku and Piccolo from the Saiyan Saga as well as a Dokkan Fest. We could get probably, I mean, I always, like, we do have multiple full power Frieza Dokkan events, but like a final form Frieza Dokkan event, sure. Like, we you know, that is something that we could use. Maybe even some sort of Goku that does everything from Namek Dokkan event could be pretty cool, right? So it'd be like a Goku that would, you know, go into Kaioken, and a Goku who would also go into Super Saiyan. I think that could really be quite fun, right? So like there's still a number of Dokkan Fests. We get Cell Max. Oh, Cell Max. Yeah, I should just make a listing. Like, sit down, just really think about it. I know, like, some people might scoff at Cell Max, but like, yeah, I mean, he definitely should get a Dokkan event, right? Like, I've seen a lot of people mention Tapion getting a Dokkan event at times. I think that's a very, like, valid one to bring up. Tapion could be a fun Dokkan Fest. I mean, you know, remember, like, a lot of these we're talking about, like, the low hype Dokkan Fest, but I mean, you know, people are very sensitive and salty about Tao. Like, Twitter is, like, really salty that, like, Tao was, like, the lowest interest release of all time. But, like, I mean, we're gonna get more, like, who might, like, you know, equal Tao, right? Like Bulma. Like, I would be pretty pumped. Oh, speaking of, here she is. Yeah, I don't know about GT Bulma get one, but like Bulma getting a Dokkan event, I think would be a good idea, right? Android 18. Oh, Android 18 needs one. I think we could definitely get an Android 18 Dokkan event from the Android/Cell Saga. I guess we could probably get one for 17 also, right? Like 17 does have a Dokkan event, but it's from the Tournament of Power. I feel like, you know, giving him a Dokkan event from the Cell Saga could be good, right? Remember, like, a lot of people wanted to see Piccolo versus Android 17 from the Cell Saga as, like, a dual Dokkan Fest. I think we could see that as, like... Yeah, I mean, like, Golden Week or New Year's, it could probably be. That would be, like, very... Like, that would be... I think the lowest, like, if you do, you know, the hype scale, which gets people so sensitive, but... Like, I do think Piccolo and 17... Has there ever been a dual Dokkan Fest lower than that? You could say Pikkon Janemba, which I think is at least worthy of a discussion. But the problem with that is, you know, Janemba is, like, way cooler than Cell Saga Android 17, I'm sorry. And Pikkon is, you know, like, really low on the totem pole, way below Piccolo. But Pikkon, like, they were, people forget now, they sold that card, that Pikkon card, as a Gogeta. It was a Gogeta card they were selling it as. The unit super. Like, remember back then, you know, Jump Festa, like, happened, and they showed, like, you know, they had, like, a Dokkan stage or whatever, and they showed some Dokkan stuff. And one of the things they showed was, you know, they showed the unit super attack animation and stuff. So, like, you know, keep that in mind, that, you know, like, it's, you know, you could say, oh, Pikkon, but, like, yeah, it's true, Pikkon got a Dokkan event, but, like, you know, Gogeta was standing shoulder to shoulder with Pikkon, so, you know, it's like, it sounds not exactly like we got a Dokkan event for Pikkon from his fight in the Otherworld tournament, right? So, all right, there we go. We'll go ahead and grab this. So I'm up to, what, we have 35 medals. I need to go ahead and get to it. and we can go ahead and Dokkan Awaken our baby, do the 55% video. So let me know what you guys think of Dokkan Fest Baby. He finally gets a Dokkan event, which is a W, and I'll catch you guys next time.